How do you make your live streams engaging, even if you've only got one camera? That is a question that came up from one of my audience, and I thought I'd dive on live and answer that right now because I'm just doing some work actually on some graphic design for myself and some clients. So good opportunity to answer that question. So you don't need to worry about this if you are a solo business owner or a trainer or a coach that hasn't got these skills, because this is the sort of thing that I do. I do lots of things to help people with technology in general. And so you don't need to worry about any of the technical information that's going into this. All you need to do is drop along to the description of this video, head into helpwithdigital.com. There you can sign up for my free digital skills tribe, and there you get opportunities to learn from me and also work with me as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to design a YouTube channel graphic that's going to drop onto the side of my live stream, and I'm going to put it on this live stream for you as well. So if you want to learn how to do this, stay comfortable. In fact, put me on the telly. There we go. Let me show you what this graphic is going to look like when it's completed. So it's just going to pop up on the side like that. You can see it's nicely animated, just visually encouraging people to like and subscribe to the channel. But of course, I need to just customize it for my own channel. So I'm going to come onto the timeline here. I've got that dropped on, ready to go. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to go into the properties panel here. First up, I'm going to change the image, and I do that using this button here. I'm going to go and replace it from the Explorer and choose this in from my computer. Now, you can see up here, it's just zoomed in a bit too much. It's got my teeth on display far too much. So I'm just going to come down to this scale setting here and just turn it down. And you can see up here what the preview is looking like now. I think it wants to be maybe down to about 50. Yeah, lovely. There we go. So that's looking good. Next up, I'm going to change the channel name, because that is not my channel name. My channel name, same as my website, helpwithdigital.com. So just zoom out a bit, and you can see how that's now changed up here. Just scroll the timeline on a little bit. Oh, a bit too far. Okay, next up is the description. In fact, you know what? What I'm going to do, I'm not going to have both of these bits of text. I'm not going to have the description and the next episode. So what I'm going to do instead is remove that description there. I'm just going to delete it from this box. And instead, I'm going to use that text underneath. Just scroll down a bit. I help make tech feel less scary. Let me see what that looks like. We need to put it on 2 lines. I help make tech feel less scary. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, sound. Can make it a bit bigger if we want. There we go. Nice. Okay. And I can change the button text if I want to as well. So let's have a look, see what that looks like now. There's a lot better ones that I do with this. This is literally just one that I'm throwing together for this go live. So next, I need to export that as a video. I'm going to actually put it so that I can call that up on my Stream Deck button. So anytime I am talking on my live videos, I'll be able to press a button on here that pops that graphic on the screen. If you're not familiar with Stream Deck, don't worry. I'm covering lots of tutorials about that as well, how to set them up, how to program them, funky things you can do, what microphones to use, all of that sort of stuff. So please do subscribe to this channel. Hey, it'd be really helpful as well if you throw a like on it as well. That'd be really good. Right, let me go now, and I'm going to export this clip and show you exactly the settings you need to use. Now, by default, I'm working in usually 1080p or 4K most of the time. But for this, we need to work actually in QuickTime. So we're going to change these settings here. So the format you needs to be changed to QuickTime, and that's going to make a .mov file. And that's what you need to make sure we've got the transparent alpha mask showing. Okay. So I'm going to call this, let's just call it subscribe for now. And I'm going to render it into my YouTube branding folder. Nice. And we just need to change the codec now to animation. And that is going to make sure we've got all the settings available to us further down here, because it's this depth that we want here, and we need to change it to a BPC plus alpha, and that's going to make sure the transparent alpha mask gets sent as well. So now we're going to go ahead and export that. Very quick this computer is. That's why I bought it in the first place. If you ever want any recommendations on kit, laptops, machines, microphones, lights, that sort of stuff, please do drop me a comment, drop me a message. I love answering these sorts of questions, and obviously keeps my channel alive as well. Right, let's go. We are 5 seconds away, 2 seconds away. Okay, your video was exported successfully. Okay, next what I need to do is I need to go into OBS. Now, I think in order to do this, and just to be kind to your eyes, I'm going to have to come off the camera, because it will send you crazy. In fact, it's still sending you crazy, actually. So this is the preview monitor in the middle, and you can see actually, you know, what I'm previewing here. Let me... Yeah, I think you're just going to have to bear with that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an extra scene, actually. This I'm going to create this scene here, and I'm just going to... We're going to have to... I tell you what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to switch into studio mode. And then I'm going to have to go into screen, cut across like that. Yeah, this is going to be an eyeball for you, but let's go for it anyway. So there's my camera there. I can knock that off and make it a little kinder for you. I'm just going to go and add a scene here, and I need to add a media source in. So I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to call this subscribe and click on OK. And honestly, if you have issues with this, you know, we can be working together through this. I do lots of coaching, lots of mentoring. And yeah, the way to get into that, by the way, is via my digital skills tribe. And it's not to be awkward. It's just literally because, you know, time is precious. And each time I offer my digital skills tribe my time, it gets snapped up. So it feels a little bit unfair to have those people waiting for so long. And you get a load of value as well. Of course you do. Loads and loads of value. Okay, so now I am adding in this subscribe thing. Okay, I think I've done it. Let me cut to that scene now. There we go, yeah. I need to just turn on that front camera again. And I'm going to cut to the scene. Why has that not happened? Okay, what I may need to do now is end the studio mode. Oh, I can see what I've done. All right, okay. I need to make sure this restarts when it becomes active again. That's what I haven't done. There we go. That is it. Let me now bring that onto the screen for you. Yes, very good. I like that. So you can see how that works on the screen just there. Now, there's other graphics that you can put up and you can bring up to suit, really. You know, lower thirds. Remember as well, you can bring in pre-recorded content into OBS as well. So if you create a scene that's got a pre-recorded video on, that's exactly what I do when I pop my adverts up. I'm not going to leave it playing now, but yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I do. I have a scene with pre-recorded content on. So the only other thing to show you now is I'm going to minimize OBS because we've done with that. And I'm going to bring up Stream Deck. So this is the thing, the piece of software that allows me to program these buttons that are in front of me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this button up so that it plays that scene. So we click on the button. I'm going to use a spare one here, and I'm going to use underneath OBS Studio. There's a whole range of apps you can choose from here. I'm actually searching for OBS at the top. In fact, I'll show you. OBS. And then I want scene. And then all I need to do now is choose which scene. It was scene 3. This is getting very messy here. So now I have got that button set up there, which is this one here. This one here. So I can now press that button at any time and it will pop up that little subscribe thing that I've just made. And bearing in mind, that's quite a rough one that I've literally just chucked together for this video. If you want a fancy one, we need to be talking. So yeah, that's it. That's one of the ways that you can make your OBS streams a lot more engaging by putting on-screen graphics on. Of course, all the gamers are using things like, bringing their games into the mix and things like that. But sometimes, if you've only got one camera and you haven't got all this fancy equipment knocking about around you, you need to make use of what's in front of you. If you want a hand creating YouTube packs, channel graphics, that sort of stuff, please do look me up, because that is exactly the sort of stuff that I can help you with. The only way to get into my calendar is by joining my digital skills tribe. I know I keep banging on about it, but do check the description for that link. It's helpwithdigital.com. You can sign up there free. I am talking to people regular. I do also take your questions back as well. So if there's particular things you're struggling on, you can let me know and I will make a video just for you and also the other people as well. Nice to see you. I'll see you next time.
Business owner with your head in your hands, stressed out trying to keep up with technology's demands. Whether you're part of a team or a one-person band, where on earth are you focused to deliver your plans? Are you nervous to progress with all the options out there? Well, let me introduce you to a breath of fresh air, a way for you to reach your organisational dreams. Teach yourself some digital skills and all that it means. Come up with some schemes, but don't assume it will be easy to create content and manage communities. So how do you scale? How do you multiply yourself? How do you create an offer that people can buy off the shelf? Make some serious money that might lead to some wealth. Introducing AD House, there's really no one else. Technology's moving fast, so don't get left behind. Click the link below and join AD's digital tribe.